My name is Dawood Wallet. I'm the Executive Director of the Michigan Chapter of CAIR, the Council on American-Islamic Relations, and also the Assistant Imam of Masjid Wali Muhammad, which is located in Detroit, Michigan. After reading a brief statement from myself, we will then turn over the microphone to the family representative and son of Imam Luqman, Abdullah Umar Regan. We then have a brief statement from CAIR Michigan Staff Attorney Lena Masri, who's also acting as counsel for the family. We will also then have a statement from the head of the Detroit Coalition Against Police Brutality, Ron Scott, Pastor Edwin Rowe, who's a very well-respected pastor as well as civil and human rights advocate in his own right, and we have Brother Julius Caesar here with us, Pastor Dave Bullock, who's the local representative of Jesse Jackson Rainbow Push Coalition, will be here momentarily, God willing, as well as Chuck Werbachowski, who is the director of the Interfaith Council for Peace and Justice, is caught in traffic, but he will also be here with us shortly, and we will keep our comments brief and then answer any questions that we can to the best of our ability. CAIR Michigan today expresses its concern regarding the superficial and incomplete review conducted by the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division regarding the fatal shooting of Imam Luqman Amin Abdullah by FBI agents last October. House Judiciary Chair, Representative Congressman John Conyers, as well as numerous advocates, requested for the Department of Justice to review the FBI's usage of informants in mosques. The DOJ has failed to investigate the potential misusage of informants acting as agent provocateurs in this case. This was confirmed yesterday in meetings with the family and advocates with U.S. Assistant Attorney General Tom Perez. And I actually have the letter right here that clearly shows where Congressman John Conyers, who chairs the House Judiciary Committee, requested this from Attorney General Holder, and the Department of Justice did not comply to this request in regards to the civil rights investigation. We reiterate our calls to U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder to launch an immediate, robust investigation into the nationwide concern regarding the misusage of informants in mosques. We also call on the DOJ to review current FBI protocols regarding their usage of military-type raids and attack canines that do not involve charges relating to terrorism, violent crimes, or kingpin drug charges. We pray that not a single American will ever again lose their life at the hands of law enforcement officers in an overblown military-type raid. In the coming weeks, CAIR Michigan will release an analysis of all reports that have been made public thus far, highlighting areas of concern and inconsistencies regarding the fatal shooting of Imam Abdullah. With that, I will like to have Umar Regan, the family spokesperson, make a brief comment on behalf of the family. Pastor Bullock, let's let Pastor Bullock come up here first, who is the local representative of Rainbow Push Coalition headed by Reverend Jackson, as well as the NAACP Highland Park president. Go ahead.
Speaking on behalf of myself and the family, we hurt. We really hurt, and we disappointed in the Department of Justice. But that meeting that we had yesterday, I mean, it's nearly a year. I mean, and I honestly had high hopes that they would honestly see injustice. It's clear to everybody on the ground level that this is not, that it was not legitimate, that there's too much inconsistencies in all of the reports that we've been getting, that everybody has been getting. And I just honestly, we feel that they made their decision so prematurely without having enough, they didn't even have enough information. They didn't even have, I'm reading the report, they can't even prove that my father had a gun. They can't even prove it. They have no photographs. They say they have video surveillance. Oh, it's not in the video surveillance. Oh, it's not in any photographs. Oh, only thing that we have is eyewitnesses, the ones that shot him 21 times, They shot him 21 times as the ones that said, oh, well, he had a gun. Well, as the family, we need a little bit more than that. I mean, honestly, we need some kind of like, show us, prove it to us. And they haven't been able to do that. And how are we supposed to have faith and believe in this system if they can't provide us with proof? Shut us up is what I mean, you know what I mean? Show it. Don't just make up all of these stories and you have all this information. Well, they said it, so this is what we have to believe. Well, if you can ask Imam Luqman today, then I would be able to take your word for him. But you can't ask him. You only got one side of the story. You can ask the officers that shot him. That was it. But you can't ask him. So we hurt and we're very extremely disappointed in this in the Department of Justice and Tom Perez and his associate Mr. Kowalski. All this, it's clear that it's not right. We don't feel that. We feel like they just cleared the case, and you know, for what reasons that you can clear anybody that shoots someone 21 times. Oh, and I have to say this, and I want to be quiet. The only thing they keep telling us, after they painted my father to be some massive, it's really disturbing. They have everybody in the world, if you will, all their task force to go after my father. For what? I know who my father was. I can't listen to you tell me that my father was the most dangerous man in the city of Detroit. That, you know, oh my God. And you got everybody is called out, helicopters, M16, the canine attack dogs, several law enforcement, bomb suits, all of this stuff that I'm watching on the TV, even as I'm traveling, and for one person, we have to get this man. Doesn't even make sense. I still can't get all those things answered. And then they painted him to be, some terrorist, he's this. This is my father you talking about. You know, and then you want to come back and tell me, hey, yeah, sorry, yeah, it's fine. And, you know, well, we were right. Well, we didn't say anything wrong. Well, who did you ask? That's all I'm saying. Well, who did you ask, man? So, I mean, I have so much to say. My brain is like running a lot, but I just really want the public to know and the people to know, and especially you guys as reporters. You guys as reporters, man, you guys got to really start ascertaining the truth, if you will. You got to stop just jumping on the bandwagon when you oh my God, he has to be this, he has to be that, and actually go and find out who he really truly was, man. Don't quit just getting one side of the story, listening to the FBI talk about my father. They didn't even know him. They didn't even know him. You want to know about my father, you come to us and you ask us, you come to the people that hung around him on a day-to-day basis. That's what I want to say to the reporters and the media. Thank you.
We'll have Attorney Lena Masri speak now.
My name is Lena Masri. I'm the staff attorney for CAIR Michigan. I'm also co-counsel for the family of Imam Luqman. Both the family and the community believe that the Department of Justice Civil Rights Report was issued prematurely, as it is superficial and incomplete for the following 4 reasons. First, the entire narrative of the actual shooting of the Imam in the DOJ report is based solely on witness statements of the 4 agent shooters, who gave their statements more than 7 months after the shooting and during a time when they themselves were facing potential prosecution and legal liability. Notably, one of these 4 agents contradicts the other 3. He himself states that he was the first to shoot. Nevertheless, the DOJ still dismissed the agent shooter's statement as not credible. Second, the DOJ closed the review and issued its report before speaking to the other key eyewitnesses and ear witnesses to the shooting, including FBI agents and 4 non-government witnesses. In fact, the DOJ dismissed the importance of obtaining statements from all of these non-government witnesses because they, according to the DOJ, were, quote, prone on the floor facing away from the Imam Abdullah's position. Third, the DOJ closed the review and issued its report despite the lack of forensic evidence to corroborate the testimony of the 4 agent shooters, all of whom are clearly highly motivated to clear themselves of liability. Imam Abdullah is not shown in the video surveillance footage. There is no audio. There are no fingerprints that were lifted off the gun. There is no DNA evidence